The other thing is we found out with Omicron that more about vaccine and vaccine-induced immunity to Omicron. So remember I said just a few minutes ago, Omicron is more immune evasive for previous immunity. And one of the reasons why we're seeing so many infections right now. But it seems that vaccination, particularly a full 3-shot vaccination, provides not only more antibodies, but it provides a greater breadth of antibodies than a 2-shot vaccine series. That 3rd shot, it turns out, is pretty important. And we've been calling that a booster. Really, let's just call it the 3rd shot because in a couple, 3 weeks, we're going to be labeling full vaccination as a full 3-shot series. We've been saying for a long time with our messenger RNA vaccines, it should have been a 3-shot series from the get-go, but we didn't know that at the beginning. Now we do. So that 3rd shot is important in increasing the amount of your antibodies, but also the breadth. Because it increases the breadth, it gives it better activity against Omicron than just a 2-shot series. How much better? Well, from UK now and Israel and the US and some South African data, it's 60% protective for any symptomatic infection. That means it's 60% protective even for minor COVID colds. Not bad. I mean, that's about what we get out of flu vaccine, and we're happy with that. So 60% protective for COVID colds. But boy, do we have good information now about how protective the whole 3-shot series is against severe disease. If you're otherwise a normal host and don't have a lot of other health problems and you're not immunocompromised, you're upwards around the high 80s, 88% is the exact number, protective from getting in the hospital. And your odds of dying are even less than that. So if you look at the curves, and we'll see if we can post that on our social media. I'll put a graph up there for you. That if you've had a 3-shot series, you are so much more protected than a 2-shot series from hospitalization or death, and immensely more protected than not being vaccinated at all. So when you actually look at the real data, it's pretty impressive. So that's good news. What does that mean about the potential of having to have a 4th shot? Well, it seems like we're pretty lukewarm about a 4th shot, and here's why. Is because while a 4th shot raises your antibody levels, it doesn't seem like, in the studies being done in Israel, it doesn't really seem like it's that much more protective for breakthrough infections. So maybe it'll take 60% and bring it up to 65% or whatever. That's, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of resources, and that's a lot of energy to put in for a booster of the 3-shot series. So 3 and then a booster to get you a little bit more protection against breakthrough colds. I think we can live with COVID colds. Now, if you're immune compromised or at the very extremes of age, maybe that 4th shot might be helpful.